All right, 3, 2, 1. We are officially recording. So today we are going to go through the watch list July 30th, 2018. Hang out with the group. We'll put up one thing and kind of dig into the one things. And also, you know, I'm telling you guys ask questions more so because I want to get the psychology of what may be going on at entry that may be giving us, I won't call it second guessing, but what it seems it may be something that's keeping us from executing when our one thing presents in front of us. So we got time. I'm not rushing. When we get through the 20, though, I am going to be done for the day because I got to go. John, I got to go build me a tower. I got to go build me a tower. So I'm going to start getting busy with being nosy about that. So the thing can do its thing when I'm not here. All right. So
you're building the computer finally?
Yeah, man, listen. I got some stuff going on, John. I gotta have it.
Hey, if you need any help, just give me a call, man. I'll help you out with everything.
Yeah. DJ Tom said about damn time. I like my laptop is thorough now. I mean, I love the laptop. It's very good.
You only go so far, Billy. Trust me.
Yeah, I know. I'll be looking to get like 60 some odd of I think I'm gonna do like a 64 RAM, or I might even do a 128. Just because.
You haven't bought anything.
Huh?
You haven't bought it yet, though. Oh my God, MU was thinking. You haven't bought any of the parts?
Nope.
Okay. Where are you gonna go? Micro Center is pretty.
No, I'm gonna go to Fry's first, just because they have a bunch of stuff. So it's like I'm not buying anything today, but I'm gonna start my mind and the wheels turning. So once I get to Fry's and start looking at stuff, then I can be like, hey John, all right, this is what I'm thinking.
So let me give you the biggest thing to help you start. Like it's not gonna be it's gonna be informative, but the biggest thing that you have to look into is your chip and your motherboard. The rest of the stuff does not matter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I want. You said the graphics card did what?
The graphics card does matter. It's going to be the most expensive part of the computer.
Yeah, that's fine. I want a graphics card. I want to build it so that if I decide to go to 8 screens, I can do it. I don't want to be messing with it. When it's done, I want it done. I don't really too much care about if I'm paying extra in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Because that will be the max. I won't be beyond 8.
The graphic, you're going to be able to do that, but you just be mindful that your motherboard and your chip processor is going to be the one that's going to allow you to do that.
Okay. So
that's the biggest thing. So the bigger the tower, the better, because you're going to be able to
motherboard and chip processor.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, which is the AMD. Like I'll go with AMD.
Okay.
Intel.
And solid state, or what's the other one?
Now they have chips, so solid state is an old thing now. You don't want to go with solid state. You want to go with MD, which is just a chip that you put on your motherboard, and you could get. That's still that thing, Billy.
Order filled.
Yeah, that ain't. That's letting it do it. Hey, they. That's why I got time. They got 50 minutes to get their life together, and everything will be done. All right. So let's do this. We got a bunch of folks that are on today. All right, so here's what I want to do. Like, I don't want to choose a setup. Doesn't matter to me what setup we use, but I want you all to choose it, or we can maybe go ticker and switch people. Like I know Michelle is trying to get her groove in, so we can start with Michelle, ladies first, naturally, and moneyball that thing, and then we can go through if anybody wants to see their setup on a particular ticker, we can.
Hey, pick somebody, Billy. Just pick somebody. All
right, then. Boom. All right, we're going to do it like this. Michelle, you're on deck.
There you go.
Thank you.
My bad.
Because I just lost 4 for 4, and I'm just like, I'm over it. I'm done for the day because I've lost 4 already. So, but I would like to see how it goes. So let's do it.
Let me ask you this, because I wanna go person for person. But did you make any trades on AWX at all today?
No.
All right, number 1 ticker. All right, so let's do this. I'll go Michelle, and then I'll go. Michelle, what are the 4 tickers you traded?
Fossil,
Okay.
Netflix. Close out my system, so I'll have to get back on. But those were the 2 that stood out to my mind. So.
Okay, we'll do those 2. We'll start with those 2. Frank, I'm assuming I should be able to get through to at least 20 tickers in about an hour. And I'm recording it too, so it'll be good if you got to jump off. So let's start over with
Are you
fossil.
recording this?
Yeah, I am.
Thank you.
And you guys are mostly money balling. You all in 2 minutes, right? There we go. Just gonna bring up Michelle's setup. I think this is hers. It's close to it anyway.
That is my exact setup.
Okay. It works for me. All right. So, you know, I don't know your trades, but I'm going to ask some things based on what the chart presents and shows me based on what I see right now. So here is alert number 1, right? Buy some 24.50. All right. I'm assuming that we're not taking this trade because it's not with the trend, right?
It's too early.
Okay, even better. All right. So too early and trend. So let's move it forward a little bit. Okay, good. Good thing you didn't. All right, now there are some things here dynamically that are changing at 9:56. I'm referencing down to our trend chart, and while my trend bar has not changed, my money bar has been taken out. We also are a clean candle above the open. I don't know when this color change happens, unfortunately, because we don't know live what it's doing when it's live. My assumption is that it should have been turning green though when it broke the high of the previous candle. So with respect to that, my guess is that it's green by $24.61. Essentially the same price that we have here, $24.55. It's a 6 cents difference. It's negligible. It's not that big of a deal. If it's more than 1%, you know, then that makes me a little concerned. So if it's 24.50, it's telling us to buy.
Order filled.
It's now 24.8. Then maybe, you know, maybe I'm not taking that trade. I don't know. Okay. So with that, how did you play fossil?
Red candle when it said going short.
Okay, so you played them later in the day.
Yeah, I played later in the day. Just now.
Okay. So I'm gonna put another circle here, just as pretty much one thing I'll share with you guys is sometimes the setup is still the setup unless the prices change, right? So it never told us to be anything other than bullish here. So from a setup perspective, fossil is a winner. There's 25. And if we're finessing the exit, this bar closes at 25.34, right? So 25.25 is the next stop. If you're tight, 25 for sure, because that's what we came for. And it probably hit you right there. Definitely out no later than there. That's the thing that changes. All right, so you took the short, so let's go look at and evaluate what's going on with the short. I'll mention too that although you were short, I'm assuming somewhere in here.
Yes, that's the play.
Be mindful that
it ran up, and I should have been going long.
No, I won't even say that. I won't say should have. I'm just saying, just be mindful that if your play didn't work, your setup doesn't mean that your setup doesn't work because you see that you even had a winner right here that you didn't take. You understand what I'm saying? So if you don't take it and it's winning, it's not the setup. It's just what were we doing here? Why didn't we? And then if it's, consider that. Now, this one, I want to talk about this one before we talk about your short, because this one could have been a learner as well. We have a winner. This one says go, and it's with trend. And this, for all intents and purposes, a learning trade. Now, I think I did my fibs right on fossil because they're on my list today, I think. Yeah, my fibs look like they are correct. So I'm not going to complain about resistance or anything like that. Okay, now I see something. Zoom it down. I think there may be some overhead resistance that we just don't see. There it is. You see it? Now I want to consider a couple things. This long right here Is it closer to support or is it closer to resistance?
Closer to support.
Okay. You see the result of buying closer to support, right? We have a fib and we're above the open. So 2 support spots, boom, target met. Here, we're not by any support. We're closer to who?
Resistance.
Right, so that's the thing maybe we consider here. If we take it, it's cool. But if we have a reason to not take it, whereas over here, I think the only thing would be maybe the previous day would be the concern. Now, with this short in mind then, we have a short here basically at 24.9. The stop is 25.16, right?
Yeah.
We're closer to support or resistance for the shorty.
We're closer to support. I mean resistance, the top line.
Perfect. Good answer. I wanted to let you process that one. I didn't want to interrupt. I was going to let you come. Good. So guess what? Short. Has the stop been hit? Nope. Long target not hit. Long target not hit. As it stands, the formation looks like it's probably going to mature in your favor at 24.6. Now, if you did something before, if you close this out already, because you said you took 4 trades that were learners, you may have managed your
Order filled.
Okay. That'll turn the alerts off. You don't have to hear all of that. We made a decision here, and then we decommitted to what we were saying here. So in all, with the consideration of support and resistance, we have 1 buy near support, winner. We have 1 buy here that's close to support, resistance. Maybe we don't take it. We have a short that's closer to resistance. We should, for all intents and purposes, still be in it. We have a long that, again, if we look and we didn't make it, I don't know that we take it. If we do, if we did take this one, we already saw that we lost. So I don't know how much bullish I would want to be if you already failed and hit targets. So at this point in the day, and the fact that this is long with a trend that for the most part looks bearish, I don't know if we're taking that one. So for short here, worst case scenario, we should be scratch. Right? I know price action moving against you will cause you to react. Consider when we're trading, our strongest decision is when we're right here because we're not reactive. We're as objective as we possibly can be. The trend does look like it's changing here, so to be safe on the exit, that's okay as well. Right? But always look back. If you try to be safe, if your overall situation told you that you were winning later in the day, if it tells you that more often than not, then the thing that we have to adjust in is our intra-trade management. Big bags. Okay. All right. Fair enough?
Yes, sir.
All right. We got a long winner in there. Anybody got any questions on Fossil? I'll be honest. I was going to buy it in here, but I didn't like it fighting at the open, and then I stopped watching it. But it actually, my stuff told me to be long as well. Let me see if I can bring up the alert screen. Detach gadget.
Hey, Billy, another reason that they were buying that at the open is why? Because it's a downtrend. It sold off very hard on Friday. What did people expect? They started shorting it at the close, expecting this thing to tank.
They didn't get the gap down. They went ahead and covered and got out the way.
And that's where the bounce is created.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we don't play the open, because those guys from Friday, the day prior, are playing that open.
Let me see if I can get you a Fossil order here. There's Fossil right there. I assume that my Fossil long was at 10 o'clock. Actually, I had a couple alerts. It was too much chop back and forth, so because it was indecisive, that's why I didn't bother with it. But there it is, right here. So Fossil long. It's at 10 o'clock, and at that time, I probably should have went ahead and did it. But the issue was it had already given me 1, 2, 3 signals. It said short, long, short, by the time this is the fourth signal of the day, I'm like, y'all don't know what y'all doing. I'm gonna leave you alone. So, all right, but fair enough. Good stuff. Good trade on Fossil. Any questions on Fossil?
Hey, Billy, another thing with that is that there's a gap on the yearly, and they went straight to a gap today. Usually a gap to the downside or upside, when they touch them gaps, they're usually covering the shorts if it ain't flushing through it. The longs are covering if it doesn't go through it either. On a Fossil.
Yeah, I don't know how this. Oh, it's not linked. My bad. I'm like, why is the GBR up there?
You go to Fossil, you see the gap down there. It's around June 4th area.
Michelle, are you seeing how John is processing this gap right here? There it is.
Once it hits a gap, if they don't see it flush through that gap, the shorts will cover quick.
If we're short, we should be covering the gap closure anyway.
Yeah. And if they didn't kind of wick down there, kind of didn't close it completely, but at gap closures, like the gaps period, if they aren't closing it today, they just cover. They cover because they're afraid. That means
what gap are you talking about from the day before? Is that the gap you're talking about?
See my chart?
At June 4th, there's a gap that was created. So you got to think on that day that it gapped up, a big buyer came in and gapped that stock up. So I mean, he's holding that price between those gaps until he sells off. It's going to be support for a while.
See my circle, Michelle?
Okay.
So until he off, they're not gonna, because he bought it to gap it up. That's why it gapped up. There was a big buyer. Somebody bought that price, bought into it.
Okay.
This one else is here too. There's a fib that's there for however it was formed. So 2394, pretty solid support, because if we look at the chart, haven't we stayed above it? Like every time we reach down, we're back up, reach down, back up. So as it reached, it actually went to 24. It went to within 7 cents of support. To me, that was a good spot maybe to consider the dip buy, considering that. So when we look at our intraday chart at $24, we're not like, oh man, this is amazing. No, we get it. Oh, okay, y'all like this support spot. Now they're trying to push it back up the bullseye. Okay, everybody good on Fossil? What's up, Brandon?
What's up? How you doing?
What's up, cousin? I'm gonna jump over to Netflix. Let's see if we can Netflix and chill.
Good.
NFLX. All right. Netflix, don't like they're open. Shorty almost hit target. Shorty almost hit target again. Wow, that's today. Oh, they're through 350, John. Yay. I feel bad because I've been waiting on that moment. That was the previous day's low, right? There it is. So, I mean, we can't get all the trades, so I'm busy with somebody else, but this was a key spot. All right, Michelle, talk to me. What are we doing with Netflix? How are we transacting this one?
This one, I took the second money ball alert John got me into this, like, once it hit too low that, start looking for going up. So I took that third money ball alert.
Oh, but wait, Michelle, what's it under? What's it under?
Huh? It's under the golden ratio.
Yeah, but
is that support or resistance?
If you look at the price range too, and if you look at the price range, if you take the highs and the lows, this thing's way below 50%. Like it's not bouncing at all. It's just selling off.
Michelle, did you watch the pre-market prep video today?
Yeah, I was on. I didn't even watch it. I was on there this morning.
So check the game. Like, I love you. Don't blame John. Tell me what your one thing told you to do right here at 340. It says buy, right? You had a money ball alert to buy it at 10 o'clock. You did not buy it at 10 o'clock.
I didn't buy because it was still red. My trend was still red.
Good answer. Now, I got another question. The next alert, which is here.
Right.
It told you to short it at 340 and a half. Why aren't we in this trade?
That's a short, Michelle. That's straight short. Michelle, just take any prior highs, like any prior highs in a low before it takes out the money ball. Settle 50%, and the 50% is at 340, 325. It never breaks that, and it creates a lower high. The second money ball to the downside, second money ball to the downside. Probably gonna get paid.
I just got an alert. We just got to the target on TNDM. All right, so Michelle, you have an alert that tells you to take this short, stop 34.86, target 337. Why aren't we in this trade at 10.24?
That one I didn't see. I didn't, like it may have came through, but I was probably busy with Fossil or something. I didn't see that one.
Okay. Cool. That's fair. Nothing wrong with that. Setup wise, are we good? Yep. All right, we got a short that's there. We are very bad and down. They have still had a very bad situation since their earnings. Not necessarily wanting to be bullish here. This says long, but this is a red day and at resistance. Can't buy at resistance. We want to short at resistance. And just look to the left. The chart told you what? When they come to 344, they said, do I like it or do I not like it?
It's also a higher low.
Lower high.
Yeah, lower high. My bad. Always same damn thing.
They are higher lows, but we're reading the lower high.
Now,
You see what I'm saying, Michelle? Like, remember, do you have that checklist about what you're supposed to ask yourself when we consider the trade? Okay, so are we at support or resistance?
Resistance.
Okay. Do we buy at resistance?
No.
Okay. All right, that's fair. Right, and then just based on this chart,
I just got my first green candle.
But why are we biased for that when we have all this other information that's telling us a different thing?
You can't. You're doing the opposite, Michelle. You're trying to go long. You actually should wait for it to get up there and show your weakness, and then try to go re-short again.
Yeah. So here's a scoop. Based on what you see on the chart right now on my screen, where if you did have the short at 340, the target is 336.92. But give me something else about this chart that tells you maybe you should get ready to take profit.
I should start to be taking profit at because it's getting close to that golden ratio.
No, if you're short, your target is down. Where would your target be down? It says 336.92, but where else might you consider taking profit? Look at don't guess. Just look at the chart. Let me rephrase the question. Where has the chart told you that they support themselves at on today only?
336.30.
Okay, that's extreme though. Look at the chart. What's a solid number that has consistently stayed in the morning? We're at 36.30. 338, right? Do you see the 338?
338. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Look right here. 338, 338, 338, 338. It never drops down, right? And then it bounces up. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Okay. So yeah, we have a target, but what does the trading plan say? I will also make note of support or resistance that happens before my target. So if I'm taking this trade, which we should be, it is with trend. If you're money balling and that is your one thing, this should be not your business. You shouldn't even be watching this. You should have an alert down here at 338. Right? When I send you all pictures of alerts, they are oftentimes right before. I think I sent an alert today about something by a fib, right? So somebody got close to a fib. I really don't know what my target was. I will tell you that I do respect that fib. It went through the half. I got tight and I got out. I think that might have been AAN, right? Aaron, whatever it is. Let me see. Aaron's Inc. Yeah, I got out. Can y'all see the screen? I'm out right here. There's that 42.51 fib. I don't know what the target was. I probably already passed it. But the point is, this is a spot. This is a spot of support. It went from 42.40 up to 42.70. I'm not giving you 1% back when I know better. Now, does it roll over and give me maybe a secondary entry? Yes, but I'm going to clock in on the $0.50. So what I'm saying is, we talk $0.50. Damn. AWX at 10.25, John. Yeah. Oh well. 338. So this trade, if we get close to 338, especially after it bounced against you right? Don't sit and eyeball them all day. Watching them is just going to make you react, right? If you see a baby falling out of their car seat, let's get it different. Baby falling out of a high chair at the restaurant, you're going to react. This is what happens when you're eyeballing and watching the stock to death. You're going to start reacting versus being objective, right? React at certain points. There's 338 again right there, Michelle. Now, considering what we saw earlier for 338 and considering we are back at 338, boom. And there was a secondary another short signal, right? This might be an area where we want to consider taking profit, not because we want to take profit and be petty, but because the stock has told us that, well, over here you like 338. I was short and you pushed against me, but I appreciate resistance rejecting you down because we have a high, we have a lower high. So your thesis is probably right, right? We want to get through 338, but any bullish signal from here, and they've already told us that they will rip $5, 338 to 343. We can't ignore that, right? So we have to take profit if we see anything that looks bullish. So Moneyball's getting tight, all right? And now we're starting to get some flash of bullish green. We should be out right here because we're winning, all right? Ain't nothing wrong with taking that profit early. But if we're gonna watch and respond over here, it's probably going to hurt us more often than not. We'll know that based on when we go through the watch list. If we constantly see our one thing is working, but we constantly keep interfering with our one thing or have too much stuff on our chart. Right, Brandon? I put Brandon on the spot because I had to get off junk off. Okay?
Yeah, most definitely, it worked good.
Any questions with Netflix?
Nope.
Okay, pretty solid, right? We either earn or we learn. I need you learning, though. If you're not earning, I need you to make sure we're learning. So that way the next time you see something similar to this, you'll be like, I remember Netflix. And will that be the time that it does the exact same thing? Not sure. But your visual acuity will kick in here and will probably make it a little bit more comfortable when it's time to make this decision here. Okay?
Yeah. Okay, great. Thanks.
Fair enough. Good stuff. All right. Let's go find out and be nosy about some other stuff. Let me throw TNDM up just real quick. Now, see, this is another situation where my target is 24.80, but because it got through the solid $1.25, right, and I had already been struggling trying to break them down through 25. So here I exit, right? We tested 25. Let me zoom in so y'all don't see all that extra stuff. This is the first time I saw it bounce like that, which to me makes me extremely happy that I get out. In the morning, it bounces off 25. Look, it touched it, up. Touches it, up. Touches it, up. Touches it, up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 times at 25. Man, I ain't got that to do to be playing with y'all. It's time to go. We're back at 24.90 something. My exit on TNDM is 24.94 at 10:26 in the morning. Because we don't got time to play with them. I done gave them an hour already. Right, that's too much time. If it's not breaking down, then what is this clearly? 25 is very clear support. And then watch the formation of the chart after that. It's no longer. I see them 9.99 prints. I don't care.
Hey, Bill,
All right.
you look at the anchor chart later on, it gives you a nice play telling you that 24.50 is really resistance.
Oh no, you talking about for this one?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
AWX is gone, man. That thing is, there's no.
It's all good. We'll get another one like it. We gotta appreciate. Listen, I killed him today. I don't need no more from them.
Hey, where's that fit at right now?
That fit don't matter. But so Michelle, so check this one out. So this one long, but look at where it is. It's at 25.50, which was the open. So we know we like 25, but what have they not liked? They haven't liked 25.50. So here, look, there's a buy at resistance. Can we buy that? No. I don't care if you go get the target. I can't do that when you didn't like it over here, you didn't like it here, you didn't like it here, you didn't like it here, you were struggling. I'm more interested in I don't mind you giving me the alert. That's cool. But I'm going to wait. Clean candles back below. It's go time right here at 25.2. 25.2 target, man. We're rolling. Okay. Even if you took your short that was with the trend, which is more closer to my situation, it still never stops you. It still never hits your stop. So when this one hits, and now we have a new target, anything past 24.92, we're tight. Now we finesse. My read was based on, touching here, but I'm not watching it. The reason I'm paying attention to it is because I actually was short closer to over here, but we're at a solid dollar. So the solid dollar, once it reached down, I'm cool, right? Moneyball says we should keep going, but then now I'm watching the resistance here or the bounce. I'm gonna protect capital based on that alone. Right? Guess what they did? They told us to come on back and get another check though. So if we look at every trade with the trend today, if you did take the short at 25 and then you took a loss of 25 too, you took 25% of what you were going to lose up here. So there's nothing wrong with that. If you decide to be long here and be trading with the trend, I think there's a trend change there that matches.
Hey, Billy, look at all the money balls too. The top money balls, higher lows, higher lows, lower highs from previous day, lower highs, lower highs.
So that's a nice wedge trend. So if you do take this one, as it reaches up at, again, the target is 25.54, but we cannot ignore that it's a half dollar and the fact that they didn't like it earlier. 4 cents, not a big deal.
And Billy, even if you were shorting right there, say you shorted that open price or near that open price saying that's resistance, where would you cover there, Billy? If you shorted right there and it takes, like say you're shorting off of there when it starts bear flagging right there, like the trend breaks and you're short 25.40, right? Where would you cover right there when you, like on the last move up? At 25.40, where would you cover? Like
for my stop, 25.61.
Yeah, but then where would you cover like your short position? Like if you're shorting from up
the winner or the loser?
Like say that you're shorting right there. Like say you took that short, you're like, yo, 25.50. Where would you cover?
Hold on, I'm gonna zoom in.
Where would you consider covering? And why?
From this moment?
Yes. Say that you're like, yo, it's thinking breaking. You're short there. You're like, yo, I'm gonna take this short right here. Where would you consider?
I'm gonna right click and put an alert back at 25 because that's what they told me over here.
Exactly.
And when it gets there, I'm gonna give them 1 or 2 candles to find out. Right. So we get there like over here. Right. The music is on right there. Boom. All right. I want my 24.99 prints. So this is the moment. Right. I'm looking at level 2. I'm watching to see what's printing on time and sales. I want 24.99. Y'all know.
That's why, Billy, we can't predict the future, but we know that when it came to this 25, it did 2 things. It bounced here, and we don't know if it's going to go through it, right?
But if it does, it's probably going to get busy. There's a candle. There's a clean candle. We're probably right. Put your stop at 25 now because you got what you came for. Finesse the rest. All right, now I'm finessing on the quarters. So I want 75 next. That's my next one that I want. All right, we're still playing with 75. All right, we got a money ball that's even better than 25. That's 25, or I can money ball myself out here. That's a better check. Right, so it depends on level 2 and spread too. Y'all know we got weirdness with the TEF situation, so you got to be mindful of that. But either way, this way you make this decision before you're in the trade. That way you don't have to respond to your P&L. If you're gonna money ball them out, money ball them out. If you're gonna color candle, I'm out. Or you're going to quarter, do that. Right now, we're at 24.38. No candle touching 24.5. My stop's 24.51. It's the decision that was made way long time ago. Right? And if it keeps rolling, we keep rolling. If they reach up and hit me at the 50, it's cool because it's what I said I was going to do. So even when they hit stop, it's cool.
Go through, if it held that 5 again, he would have just covered that 25. That would have been the end of that play. Move on to the next one.
Yeah. Or that's fine too. And then guess what else? Just write a note. Nothing wrong with locking the profit, but write a note. What could you have done better? Also, guys, I trade and I think I do fairly decent, but I'm constantly looking for what can I do better because I want to get better every single day. Every time I get a chance to get in the gym and shoot jump shots, I want to shoot better. Right? I put an alert at 24.80. Y'all know why my alert was at 24.80? Because it was the lower day breakdown. Right? Here it is. Can y'all see the alert? There it is. Lower day breakdown. That you know what time that alert was set though? Hold on. I don't know where it is. It's in the market watch. There we go. I think this is it. Detach. Like this is the stuff that John sometimes tell you guys that maybe I don't say, right? But look at what time I put this alert in for TNDM. I didn't put it in for you all to think that, oh, let me make it look good. This is 9:55 in the morning. It's 2 hours ago. So at 9:55 in the morning, what were we doing? We're trying to see if we're going to break down. I want to see if we get through the low of the day. That's what I want to respond to. I don't care nothing about that. That's not, as long as you ain't touching my stop, I don't care nothing about all this in between stuff.
And the target guy.
Close to the low. Right? So I put one alert at a solid dollar. I put another alert near low of day. And look at them. They rolling. This is what we wanted the first time. There's now target met. Did they get jazzy in between? Yes. But short, target met. Short, target met. Long, target met. Long at resistance, we don't take that trade. A couple ways to eat a Reese's. That's TNDM. All right. Let me see who else on deck here. All right, Brandon. Give me what you did you play anything today?
I'd say my best play was Twitter, and my worst would be MDXG.
Your best play Twitter because you're always on Twitter. All right. Let's go be nosy about Twitter, right? Y'all know Twitter been falling, so read all about it, right? There's a Moneyball shorty. Did you take this 32.6 shorty in here?
Yeah, I took Twitter at 10.15. I got out at 32.06. I tried to get 31.99, but I got out at 32.06.
That's perfect.
What's wrong with that? Trading with the trend. I got 2 alerts here that are with trend. I see 2 checks. Right? Both with trend. There's a money ball long here. Brandon, why you ain't take this long?
Because it's still trending down.
Great answer. Great answer.
And a gap down.
Yeah. Trading with the trend, bro.
It broke big support on Friday with that gap down.
I feel like a better answer for that, cuz, would be I seen it was at a lower high. So that's why I stayed in the play.
That's nice too.
I think the best answer was the trend. I think that was cool. That's an additional answer, but the guy ain't with the trend. I ain't buying. I ain't getting you out of bankruptcy.
What trade he took? He took the second money ball then, right? The second money ball take up.
That was my next question. So why didn't we get this one? Did we get this other one?
This other one, I didn't get back in on it.
Okay.
I
Nothing
just
wrong
my
with
original
that.
trade.
Yeah, but he finessed it all the way to 32.06. He took that play. He took the first play and he got the play for the second one play. You got double points there.
Nothing wrong with that. All right. So we had a learner. Tell me about this learner. What's going on with what was the ticker?
XG.
Oh, MDXG.
Y'all hold on for just a second. Just like 20 seconds.
Closing out some.
No.
280 on the spine. That's where it's gonna rest right now.
All right. So, Brandon, you shorted MDXG?
Yeah, I shorted them at 9.45.
Yeah. Trent says be long.
Yes, it does.
Speaking
I
of
thought I was
trend,
gonna get back down to 398.
okay. Well, trend said be long and strong all day. 420 on the entry. Target 436 met. By the way, I'm long at $4.21. by the way. Hold on, let me tell you what time we're long. MDXG.
This is a it looks perfect on the yearly, Billy. This is almost like AOI. This is just wait a couple. This will come back down.
10:30. Hold on, y'all. Yo.
It's just uptrending right now still.
None. Hey, check your phone right now, and I'll hit you back in about 20 minutes. Okay, bye. All right, so good deal, right? You see where you are. I see your clean candle below the open. I see what's going on. Maybe if that's what we're doing, but again, we're going to trade with the trend, and we're going to make the trend our friend. Be circle yes. Will you be my friend? Circle yes or no. Give me the note back after lunch. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do in elementary school. Kids like text these days, but
Yeah.
we looking for yes, and they gave you the check, right? Now, it told you to go long. So when it told you to go long with trend, what was going on at that moment? Did you close it? Did you stick to your stop? Tell me what happened at 220.
I stuck to my stop. I only adjusted my stop by like 2 cents to 426 instead of 428. I knew if it got over 425, then I knew it was pretty much said and done with.
Okay, so you saw all of it though, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Good deal. As long as we see it, right? We take the risk. We're responsible for the risk that we take. We earn or we learn. We learn. Next taker. I want some AWX right now. What I say? I was gonna be okay with $12.99. Gosh. I'm gonna say y'all cost.
Oh my God, Billy is all the way down there now.
Look, but check everybody out, man. Where my money ballers at? Michelle, here's your play with it.
Oh, Lord.
14 down to 9. What's wrong with that? Just wait. All right.
This is the
we talked about this last week, and don't worry. I won't be too. I'm gonna ask everybody did they get it. If they didn't, it's okay, because guess what? It'll be another one. But start being ready, guys. Like, this is a monster winner. This is a let's upgrade my account situation. And even if you didn't take it on the open, if you are a money baller, please don't tell me that you didn't get this alert at 11 o'clock. And we don't need to make a bunch of excuses as why not to take this trade. It's a 50-cent risk. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 minutes to short 14 with a limit order. That stop is not relevant because the play is right. We're shorting close to what? Resistance. Target 10. Bid is there, right? I'm out right here. I don't care about all the rest of that. I won't get the rest of that. Not today. I'm on a short and out, just like I did HMNY the other day. I'm out at these targets. $9.99 prints. Y'all know I'm excited. From $14, it's 4 points. What is that? 40%. I know nobody's upset making 40% today.
He got halted a couple of times though, Billy. So it's
That's
kind of
okay. Like John, I'm trying to detach from the reasons to not. We can't that we cannot control. It might get halted here. We will never know. What I do know is, in halt or no halt, it ain't touch my stop. Halt or no halt, it touched my target. So I got check. If I'm finessing, I got more check. If I'm not finessing, I still got check. If I don't take the trade, I still don't lose. But the point is, it told us I have a check for you. This is the only money baller entry of the day. It was nice. It was smooth. All these folks moving around at the open is not necessary. I got my hand up, right? If I had the same amount of position here that I had at the open, Lord bless America, I don't know what my game would be today. I have to do the math. Yeah, the day's much bigger if I just do that, right? Yikes.
I think anybody that took that money ball and just holds on to that shit, you're gonna see like 5 in a couple days.
You don't see $2.99 in a couple days.
Bounce though, Billy. This thing's got to bounce, and the way it bounces, it probably bounce at least to 12, at least from here to tomorrow.
If they go back to 20 and get weak, boy, I'm going all in. All right. But hey, last week, I told you guys I was a little frustrated that we're not getting, and I get it. It's not comfortable, but like I said last week, please just take one share. You're not going to be a one share, 50 cents. You would have lost. It's a transaction fee only, just so you can get used to doing it. And then maybe next time if you take 10 shares here, it's $150. If you lose 50 cents on $150, what is that? You lose $3. That's cool. It's no big deal. But then you're gonna be like, man, I should have went balls deep. Don't go balls deep, not unless you want a baby. I blew my account, baby. We don't need to blow accounts. All right, careful. All right.
Okay, Corey, I heard that.
Is she on here? Let me get me in trouble, Michelle. All right, where's Ben? I don't know if Ben is on. Ben may be at work. Ben will chime in and then get off. So Ben, if you're on deck, what's up? 3, 2, 1. Ben's not here. All right.
He should have killed Netflix today. I mean,
that's his boo.
See, test another one that he plays.
Where's Jay? Jay, I heard Jay talking about some tickers earlier. What's up, Jay?
So, buddy, I took CBS.
All right. CV as in Victor?
Charlie Bravo, Scott.
CBS, okay. All right.
I fumbled because it waked down there and I didn't get out, and right now I'm still holding.
Okay, so they're not moving aggressive against you though, right?
No, not at all.
Sometimes we got to bump and grind with them, as long as they don't go touch a stop. Where are you short at? 51.75?
94.
94? Yeah, good. All right, we hanging in there. 52.25, your stop, yeah?
Yeah, I let it go up to that pivot.
Okay.
So what I was looking for, I was like, I didn't want it to close above that pivot. So 52.20, 22 around there. I don't know if you have the pivots on there.
I'll get you some pivots.
You can put up 4th of July. That's pretty straight. Pretty close to what I use.
Yeah, I think that one should have some pivots that help us. Yeah, there we go. There you go. All right, so you don't want to see 52.19 then. Trying to get you to that 51.30.
Right.
Excellent. Looks good. Looks good. Trend in your favor. Looks real good. This is probably a low range stock. I'm not familiar with them, so I can't speak.
Sexual harassment charges on the CEO, Billy.
Oh, that ain't good. I got a fib at 51.76 though. All right. Well, I'm not celebrating the fact that he's in trouble, but ouch.
Hey, we can only rock stocks that have issues.
There you go. All right, and now look what else you got, Jay. I got some fib action in there. Look at the wick and look where they're bouncing off of, fib and golden ratio. So my situation here is an alert at 51.4 as we approach the. I want to know because we're also through the half. Then I need to make a decision. I think you're gonna be good. I think you're looking good so far.
I'm happy with the entry, so that's why
Yeah. That's what it's all about. We nailed the entry, man. We can chill. That gives us some time to chill.
Mm-hmm.
John, let me get some of this AWX, man. Stop playing. Jeez. All right. What else you guys got?
MU. Do MU real quick. Easy trades. MU.
Easy money on MU.
Every day.
Also, after that one, take a look at Papa John's.
What's Papa John's ticker? PPZ?
PZZA.
Okay. Pizza. Better ingredients, better shorts. All right. You 4th of July in it. 4th of July in it. Shorty, boom, shorty, boom. Next pivot, boom, next pivot. I like the mid pivots, John. Good looking on that, bro. Man, you can't.
Eric right there. He hooked us up.
Man, that's a good look. That's a good look.
You could this is a lot of people should be using these, Billy. A lot of people before you get to where you're at. I think this is.
You know what I like about them, and I'm telling you, even for me, I like the fact that you don't have to. Look, John, I'm trying to work more efficient than I like my fibs because that's part of my DNA now. But look at the fib. I mean the pivot points. You ain't got to plot nothing. They just right there.
Yeah, they're almost at the same prices. So and where's it at? Whole numbers.
Whole numbers. Hey, so another thing because I think we didn't get a chance to get that video posted because of the prep video getting forward. There was some dialogue regarding Eric and Dobbs the other day. I think I posted in there, guys. Let's be more responsible about whatever conflict we have. I'm not asking us to not have conflict, right? Because that's not healthy. Conflict arises in everyday life and everything we do. But let's be more responsible with how we manage it. Like we're a family. Posting a whole bunch of crazy stuff on Discord isn't necessarily responsible. So I'm asking you guys to be responsible. If I say something or offend you guys, please let me know. I don't have a problem with trying to get to the bottom of it. Dobby and I had some words a little while ago because he misinterpreted thinking I was talking to him. I wasn't really talking to him, but he wouldn't have known that because he never asked me. So we can be better than that. Right? We're not some random chat room. We're pretty awesome and dynamic. So let's be responsible that way. All right. I want to look at who did I get out of? And I was like, AAN. Now let's see what AAN has for pivots. All right, they got the fib is really all they help me. All right, big deal.
That looks nice though. That looks like a nice clean chart.
Another one that was on your watch list that I traded was I want to say it's INT.
That's bullish. You took it long, Michelle? No.
Wrong. No, I did the wrong way.
Why are you showing this one? Oh my God, Mama.
Because it was above when you was telling me it's like close to resistance.
All right, so where I don't.
The third money ball. The first one was not my business. It's open. The second one I missed it, and then the third one is so close up there to resistance. It's like 27.75. It can't break through. So I'm thinking, okay, and that's why I took the short.
Which script do you have? 27.75. Like I have a
the money ball 27.70. I'm just doing money ball. I don't have that pivot stuff that you guys have.
What's the ticker?
INT.
Got too many ends. My bad. All right, let me put your stuff back on here.
No. You're good with that. You're good with what you have. I mean, you see, I keep seeing that 27 something, so I'm thinking it's gonna go down.
Yeah, but it might go down in a couple of days. For now, it might just stay up there.
Then why did Billy put it on his own watch list? Billy, stop putting these stuff on your watch list.
It's good. Ooh, that's why it's up on the. He puts it on because of the move it did. And he wants to see a retracement, at least 50% of that previous candle, that green candle from prior day.
It went from 23 to 28. That's 5 points.
Man.
So that's a big move up. What did you do? Short it?
Shorting the resistance.
Why? It's all green. That's what you said you didn't take this one. You just looked at it though, right?
No, that's the one. That's the third one I lost.
So my question on Michelle is, okay, so you shorted this one, yes?
I shorted it at 10.10 because you know how you guys are saying which line is it closer to the bottom of the top. So it's obviously closer to the top, 27.70 something. So
27.80.
Hey, y'all hold on.
27.76 was the highest.
Yesterday's high was 28.05.
Okay, so I'm going by yesterday's high then. Is that what I'm doing? I'm changing now from.
But what I'm saying is that on the yearly, the stock actually produced a big ass green day the prior day. It does have resistance on the yearly up here, right, at that 28 area, but it hasn't told you yet that it's coming down again. I mean, when it was up here Or
Okay, I'm just gonna jump off a cliff right about now. No, I'm just kidding.
Listen,
I better have my insurance paid up.
your trend doesn't tell you the short though. That's the next question.
it hasn't changed its trend to back to the downside yet at all.
Look, I'm gonna put this big old bubble on you here. It's not red or black, whatever your color is.
I'll tell you what though, Billy, I had a yearly chart. I bet you she held on to this for like 2-3 days. If she was a swing trader, she'd probably get what you wanted. If this shit don't break 28. It would stop at 28. But you never know. That's why we ain't swing traders. And to short as a swing trader, that shit hurts.
But right now, John, I want some 849 prints. But anyway, Michelle, it's not with the trend. There's been now it's not even moving much at all, but no money ball long stops have been hit, even though the trend is switching up a little bit here late. But no money ball long stops have been hit. You know, John, come on now. You know I got a little quiet, didn't I?
Took a little bit.
849. There it is. Yay!
It might go to 789. That's the
Is
last.
it not 8 something? Not 8.
Uh-oh.
I'm trading during lunchtime. No trading during lunchtime.
Yeah, but this thing's got a tank, Michelle. This thing is way. It's on a spiral downward. So this only happens once in a blue moon.
Which one is it?
Hey, y'all hold on for a minute. My text is frozen, and I don't know what's going on.
AWX, yeah.
Huh?
AWX, yeah.
AWX.
Yeah, he's just showing the whole numbers as it goes through the whole numbers. It fails support up there at 10. So when it failed at 10, you're thinking, well, come back to 9. Let's see it bounce. It had a weak ass bounce at 10. And it really didn't even go past the 850, 950 area. So when it came back underneath those candles, he shorted that last low at 918. He probably got in somewhere at 9. He took the 9, and then he said, well, close above 9 or takes out that money ball. I'm out of it. And it has taken out that money ball. So he said the 9 to the 50 area, he'll get out around 850. Now it just went extreme, but it's at 830. I'm not sure how long the 2 looks on it. So it's probably going to hit.
The one that Friday, it jumped up like around 1 or 2 o'clock.
All right, so let's take a look at that on Friday. So if you look at Friday, right, if you go back and look at it, the open range on that Friday was when it was a go time, which I was shorting too, Michelle. I got caught with that one, but then I took it long and I recovered. 640. Once it reclaimed 640 again, the 6 area, it was a long because it was the same play as earlier. It basically did the same thing as earlier, just with more volume at the end of the day. And Friday, what's Friday? Shorts have to cover on Friday. If they didn't, they blew up their damn account because this thing went up to 38, and that's what people did to people on this with this stock. They just grinded them up because it never. Once it held this open price, it was a wrap. Everybody started jumping in there again just to squeeze it up. The attention was all in AWX on Friday. The market was very red, and small caps were the only thing that were green. So you got to think, everybody that can't short. We have the opportunity to short with overseas traders. A lot of people can't short. And when they see something like this moving with a market that's basically tanking on Friday.
Hey, my tips is acting up, so I just covered it at 840. But I see it on the trades. This happened to me last week too. I thought I wasn't out of something and I put another order in. So it's not even showing up on my P&L. So y'all be careful. I don't know if it's because I'm on Ring Central or not, but I'm out and I can see it on the trades, but it's not showing up.
Log off, Billy. Log off.
I'm about to.
Take care of them.
I'm done. I'm out of the trade. As long as the trade is done. I just want to make sure because I had a stop at 8.3. Actually, my limit order was 8 with a high range 8.31, and it didn't fill it. So I can't. Let me log back in because last time I did that, but they put me in the trade when I was already out of the trade, and I'm like, why am I back in the trade? So y'all hold on just a second because
go take care of that, Bill.
Slap them folks in the throat.
This could get very.
I'm just saying, like I pay enough attention, so it was cool. But like everybody may not pay attention, and that's not.
I've had that before too, Bill. Like
that's not sexy at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Why am I still in this trade? I'm like, why am I in this trade? I just got out.
Yeah. All right, we're good. All right, so we took we took some 975 down to 840.
in there earlier. Off that rejection, off that fib up there.
Right at 1220. I took it right here.
Okay, when it went up, when it wicked up there to that fib and then just came back down underneath it, right?
Yeah.
Yep. That's
So
perfect.
it's touching the 999 prints, and I'm like, okay, I can't ask them. When I looked on the other screen, I saw the fib. I'm like, well, you can't ask them much better than that. I mean, if you're gonna try to break them down, they should break. All right, that's cool. All right, sorry guys, slight interruption to a green day. Let's get back busy. Okay.
INT. What was it?
INT. We were talking about INT. All right, Michelle.
She has the right idea with this trade, Billy, because the yearly says it. But it's just not doing it today. And look at the.
I need Michelle to take these next 100 paper trades with the trend, though.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just stop and just paper trade everything. So.
Yeah, that way, Michelle, we what we want to do now is we want to develop the habit of doing the right thing. I don't want you trying to practice to make money, but just get so used to doing the one thing. So when John gives you, it should be so second nature. So when John throws the concept about, 50% retracement, well, that other thing is so natural, you can start being nosy about, I see this really was a 50% retrace dip buy, actually.
Yeah,
right? Do you see that, John? That's what I'm seeing it as.
Off the highs all the way to the low.
I mean, if we did from there to there, but but it's also not with the trend though. So it's not with the trend. We can't be there. We can't be there. And it's just
the market down is holding its highs. I mean, she has the right idea. If you look at the yearly, I don't know if this is one of your tickers, Billy, but if you look at the yearly, she has the right idea on this stock.
Why were they up so hard though? Do we know why they were?
They had earnings.
Oh, and it's an earnings winner. Come on, we can't short earnings winners, guys. That's fun. That's fundamental. We know that.
Look at the yearly, Billy. Look at the yearly. It's a stock
I'm not concerned with the yearly because I'm concerned with the fundamental approach to the setup, right? The yearly is if that's the case, let me show you all what the yearly looks like on AMD. It's the same chart formation. If you were short at 17 when it told you to be long, you're trying to figure out life right now. Oh, let me go 5 days. I was there that day. Remember I shorted and got out the way? I'm getting out the way because it's an earnings winner. And I didn't take this long because I'm tripping. But look, because I was short. Because the short kept me from being, this looks exactly the same until it gets ready to break out and get busy. And then boom. Right? Now we can't short that. Even though I shorted bleed, like let me slap my own wrist. Bad trade. I won, but it's not a great trade. Oh, that's not it. That's the 18s. Let me take you back to the 17s. That's they do so much the same thing. It even looks like the previous day. Here's the previous day. Yeah, remember I was short and I covered down here in the 16. Like, pre-market low. Let me get out. So what? How about just dip by it and get all of this money that they got for you on the long side with the trend? Okay, note to self. Look at that check. Earnings winner. Leave these earnings winner folks alone at 52 guys.
That 50% went in hell right there. Ooh, Billy.
hey, John, man, first of all, that's probably my favorite trade just because knowing me, I probably would have let I'd have let it come all the way up here. But I'm like, I got this 16.99 prints. I really failed the 17.20 fib at the time or whatever it was in this area. And I was like, all right, well, they're going to profit take. The open is like 17.015, I think. Right. So, but to me, I'm telling you guys that even though I do some other stuff, it's not fucking necessary. How about just be long and just be cool? Like this thing is crazy. And so now, it's what is that for? That's Friday. They sold off a little bit Friday. What are they doing today? Still up. They're up another 3% today. Is that today, John? See what I'm saying? More 52-week highs and leave them folks alone. Be long. Look at that. This is today's chart. Doesn't it just look like the last 3 days we looked at? Was there a short money ball? Yes, that ain't our business. Long with the trend, check.
New high too there.
Exactly. Is there some short money to be made? Yeah, but so what? They got look, let these folks fail in open first. They ain't failing open. Shit. Matter of fact, we about to go get AMD in the tower.
They broke that 19, that 20. It was a short building. And then,
that's different. That's a 52-week high scenario.
Yeah, that's a short up there.
And a solid dollar. There's a whole lot of other things that's going on here. But guess what? Why Moneyball long, target May. Money ball long, target met. Money ball short with trend, target met. That's 3. That's just with trend. That's just a check. Guess what? We missed that money. Right? That's okay. We did short that one and we didn't lose. It's okay.
Just move back a little bit and look at the money balls to the top side. Count the bulls. Count the bulls, and then it starts getting weak.
Oh, it's 3 from pre-market. I already did that, man.
Yeah, so you're like, 1, 2,
2,
right there.
2, 3, and that's the 4th one. So it's 4 on the downtrend, though.
Yeah, but that last one, they didn't make it past 50% to the top side. And
It actually didn't even make it past the target. It just hit target. It didn't clear the target.
Yeah, Billy, how you got 90? Oh, that was your previous 52-week high. The 90.
Yeah, the 1988 was whatever the one was the other day.
Yeah, it's very weak.
I don't like to mess with them intraday. I like to leave them just so I can see how they behaved based on old data. There it was from Friday.
Yeah, because 52-week highs, they won't continue to break it. Well, you want to see the weakness. You want to see that amount from there to the high. That's only like 20 cents for a stock that doesn't move that much. It moves 85 cents. So you're only moving 20 cents. People don't see that keep on moving up or making another 85 cents past that high. It's a short that can't make new highs with huge percentage moves. It's going to start getting weak. It'll probably go test that 998 again, or around that area.
Hey, John, you want something interesting?
Wow, what's up?
You know I got you, bro.
You sent me. You know I study his charts hard as fuck. And now it's finally like kind of paying off slowly. I'm not even taking all my trades. Put MU on there. MU is just like so beautiful. Oh my God. One of these days, Billy, I'm just gonna leave it and let it ride. You're still in it, aren't you? AWX.
No, I'm out of that one. I'm out of it. I'm sending you a text message.
You know, it's funny because this thing keeps on hitting the whole number to the top side and keeps getting rejected.
All right, I just sent it to you.
I gotta wait on it. My football there. I know. I kind of heard all that shit. I was like, this is crazy right now.
I'm going in. All right.
Just let it go like that.
Since last night, since 6 p.m. yesterday, I haven't done anything besides take pictures. And actually, hold on, that's actually from midnight. You can't see yesterday because they reset at midnight. So yes, midnight. I don't know. I don't even know what it was. I think it was like 7.
So you just let it ride and that's it.
Hey, I trust my one thing, bro. Hey, it ain't what else I need to do besides get out the way.
Have you noticed that works better on just that futures?
I haven't even checked the other ones. I don't. For me, why trade anything else? I trade the E-minis, CL, and cattle. Nothing else for me to bother with.
What is it, CL?
CL is oil.
Yeah, I know. CL and what else?
I do NQ. You can do NQ, ES, or YM. Pretty much all the same, right? And then LE. LE is the cattle.
LA?
LE as an echo.
LE is cattle?
Yep.
Why do you get cattle in here? Like, that's weird. You're trading cattle.
Yeah, man. When you see that result, you'll know why. Hey, they give checks. I'm John. Whoever got a check, bro. I ain't particular about cattle itself, but you move around and throw checks. I like move around and throw checks.
What is it, /LE?
Yeah, /LE.
Why isn't it coming out here? Why don't I get this?
All right, who did I miss? I got Jay's couple of plays. T-Bone, what's up, T-Bone?
T-Bone say he got by AWX.
He said he lost 2 points on AWS.
Yeah.
Well, let me go see what's going on with T-Bone. Let me look at T-Bone's setup real quick. because he shouldn't have he should have got them.
He was in the right direction. He was shorting it, failed open everything. It's just I think going in too early was
Either that or position size, because
Nah, that patience stay in, man.
okay, that's what it was. That's okay. But your entry was right, though, T-Bone. You hear me?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I'm looking at your chart right now. You were right.
I know I didn't have the patience, man. Once it went up and I was down, I got around 1275. Once that thing went up to almost 15, I was like, forget it.
Okay. All right. But you were right. I'm looking at your setup on the 2 and 4 minute. You were right the whole time.
Oh yeah, I knew it was the first red day. I just once it goes so fast and the spread it moves so violently, man. It messes with your mind.
Hey, T-Bone, how many shares did you have?
Only took 50. That's all.
All right, take 10 next time. That way you can let them move.
I was thinking of taking 20 billion, just holding on to them. I was like, I want to take 20 around that 18 area, 17, and let that shit just go.
Yeah.
Hope stopped me though. Hope really did stop me because I was in another place, so I was like, you know what? There'll be another one. This one's a little bit different though, like a little bit different because I guess the tanking just came by one shot.
Order filled.
We're 007. He left. You got him. Okay.
Hey Billy, I'm about to go eat something, bro.
I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up out of here too. Huh? Everybody good, man? Anybody got any other anything else?
Yeah, I'm about to head to Krispy Kreme in a minute.
Don't do that, T-Bone.
You know you got a Krispy Kreme right outside your office.
I know. I ain't going over there.
Oh, hold on.
I need some food, bro. I need some real food.
Hold on real quick. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I think my mic is broke. Yeah, I'm about to be in your area in a minute again, man.
You want to catch some lunch?
Yeah, you gotta give me a few, man. I'm about to get on the highway now. I'm getting I gotta come from the Bissonnette area.
All right.
Then I'll get over there.
Where you want to go?
Hey, hey, no, you got the Mexican food last time, right? So
we ain't going over there, man. You had me drinking too much.
we could do Chipotle this time, man. I gotta be nice today after this weekend.
All right, cool. So I'll meet you at Chipotle in about 20 minutes?
No, you gotta give me a little bit more. But give me about 12:30.
Sounds good. Just hit me when you start getting closer.
All right.